Hey, what's up, y'all? You know, this is the reason why we wrote Get Unbroke. It's the reason why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. Look at this article. This came out today. It came out, looks like a week ago, all right? And it was on MoneyWise. I'm 65 years old, have zero savings, and can't afford to retire, but I really don't want to work until I die. What do I do? Look at this anxiety this guy's facing, right? 2024, a report by AARP found that 20% of Americans age 50 and over have no retirement savings at all. The U.S. Government Accountability Office paints an equally dire picture. As of 2022, 32% of households with a worker age 55 and older have no savings for retirement. Now, this article goes on to explain, you know, you can find a way to salvage your situation. Isn't that great? Salvage your situation. Woo, yay. That's what we're looking for, is we want to go into our golden years salvaging, you know, what we can. Listen, I figured out how to do this. I'm in my 50s and had a conversation yesterday with a friend of mine that said, he goes, you know, something about hitting 50, it gets real, right? When you're in your 40s, you feel like you still have a lot of time. But something about hitting 50, it's like every day the clock is ticking, and we start thinking about this stuff a lot more. And I've got friends of mine who are in their later 50s, and their response is, hey, we're just going to work until we die. You know what? No, not me. I'm not doing that, and I want to help as many people not go down that path as possible. So I do like this article where it says figure out what income sources you'll have during retirement. See, our financial system is not set up to teach us how to create income sources. It only does, the next part of the article says, set a tight budget you can stick to. Well, that's a sucky way of living. You just got to say it. Let's put it out there, right? It sucks to be on a tight budget. None of us want to be on a tight budget. None of us want to live hand to mouth. And I mean, it is, we live in fear, we live in scarcity, we live in anxiety, high stress. I mean, that's just, I mean, yeah, having a good budget is important, but that's a terrible way to live. If you figure this part out about the income sources, you can actually increase your income while you're still working, and this tight budget becomes a lot less restrictive. It becomes more friendly. So, and that's stuff that I teach in my book, Get Unbroke, and in our systems in the Get Unbroke method. But look at this. Push yourself to work a few more years and then save during them. Gosh, that just seems hopeless. So, guys, I see articles like this every day. I see it all the time. And I want to point this out to you because there are ways to not live broke. You don't have to live broke. And it seems like all the financial gurus, everybody wants us to save to get to retirement. The reality is, if we're on such a tight budget, trying to save enough money to get there is not, we don't have the time needed to save. So we have to have an alternative path. And that's what I work on teaching people in Get Unbroke and in the Get Unbroke method. So guys, you know, click the link, sign up for, get a copy of my book. Just read the book. It's super inexpensive, and you'll start to pick up some tips. It's not going to give you everything that you need, but it definitely will open your eyes to some things that you didn't even know existed. So I hope you're having a fantastic start to the year, and man, let's do this together, okay? www.getunbrokebook.com. All right, have an awesome day.